Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. So we are processing some chicken broth. I had on this day I had processed a whole bunch of meat, and then some of the cuts of meat that did not make it into my freezer bags, I will add to my chicken broth along with some chicken carcasses that I had in my freezer. I added all that chicken that we had processed earlier in the day to the pot, and then I realized that I actually wanted a bigger pot because it was just too full to the top, so I ended up switching the pot over to the biggest pot that I had. So I'm adding the broth. This is cold broth because I had set it in the fridge overnight. It was late in the day and I was tired the previous day, so I just set it in that smaller pot, which filled all the way again to the top, and I just put it in the fridge for this day. And so I'm just filling it all the way to that first rim on my of my jars, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wipe a towel that has vinegar on it. I'm gonna clean the rim of the jars, and then I'm just gonna close them up, not too tight, just like fingertip tight, and then I'm gonna place them cold inside my pressure canner, and the water in there is cold as well. You want everything to be around the same temperature, so since my broth was cold, I just added it into my cold water, and I let that all come to temperature inside of my canner. And then once that is warmed through, it will let me know to go ahead, and right there it says fill the jars, so that's obviously the jars are already in there. So I'm just gonna heat up the water and the jars in there till it comes up to temperature. Once it comes up to temperature, I'm gonna process that for 25 minutes. So my canner is done processing and it was just cooling down. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove my jars out of my canner. And as you can see, it's still boiling and it is extremely hot. So you do not wanna touch any of that. And what I'm gonna do after I remove all of those is that I will empty out the water, put in fresh water. Again, it's gonna be somewhat cold water because the jars that I have left on the counter to process are still cold. So I will go ahead and change the water and put those cold jars in there, and then just repeat the process. And like you can see, it's a different color because this one is cold versus the ones that I just processed, which is that nice bright yellow. Now it is the next day, and the jars have been cooling, just sitting on my counter. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the rings around the jars, and if you tap on the top of it, if it doesn't sink, it doesn't pop or anything, it means it's completely sealed. Also, another way to check is if you pull on it or you hold it by the top part of the jar, so the lid part, and it's still, you know, nice and strong, holding on there, it's nice and sealed, so that means they are good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get the jars cleaned up or wiped down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put them away in my cabinets. And that is all. That is how you process the chicken broth. And thank you for watching my videos. I really do appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you on my next one.
Bigger scale the world inhales as we go.